my name. Saw me sinning to the blame. I'm on stand like John McCain. I want peace over the fame. He who made me know my name. He who made me know my name. Romans 9, Rondo, kill my flesh, John Doe. I do not know what's...
Oh, what's good, boys? So today we are finally back with some recaps. Had to really just do some re-evaluating the past few weeks on my system, on my edge, on my discretion, and everything, right? So this week, I'm actually going to go over both of the trades that I've taken so far into this week. I probably will end up taking something either tomorrow or Friday, just because we do have CPI tomorrow, so it probably will be good. But as y'all can see, we banked today on this A+ setup right here. But, right, let's go into the trade that I took earlier this week, right? So this was Monday, right? Today is 17th, the 15th, right? We ended up taking some clean trades, right? So we had these draws right here. And let me go over here. Right here. Kind of like the same scenario as today, kind of, right? So let me show the executions. As y'all can see, it was 1 micro, okay? And I'll explain exactly why. Okay, it's about a 1.2R trade to this low. Took this on Monday, right? Again, high time frame was trending lower. We had this hourly gap right here and this hourly low, right? So I want to see us either off of open, pump higher, like tapping the gap, pump higher, target those hourly highs or whatever that was above, or we run lower and push through the hourly BISI, the hourly bullish gap, and show enough bearish momentum to target this hourly low without any, I guess you would say, restriction with the hourly bullish gap being there. So we obviously dumped past the hourly gap. So I was like, okay, I'm going to start looking for shorts. So what I started to realize, again, guys, this is just where I'm applying my own discretion. And that's exactly why I've been taking this entire month off of pretty much live trading. I've been paper trading because I've been through a bit of just a confusing time in my trading to where, I'm mechanically trading. I just realized through other people realizing, as well as just doing some deep reflection, like I've been mechanically trading. I haven't been trusting in my own discretion enough. In this entire time, I've been trying to copy other people's discretion, my mentor's discretion, learning how he takes these discretional trades. When in reality, I just need to stop. I need to unfollow everyone, including my mentor, and trust in myself, trust in God, and believe that I have enough experience to take the good trades that I believe work well and stay out of the trades that don't work well. Even if they may not follow the exact plan I need to follow, if I had that conviction, I had that conviction, right? So this is where I'm starting to apply it. So this entire month, for the past 3 weeks, I've been paper trading. In like the end of like last month, I've been paper trading. So I've been taking like 1 micro trades, as you can see on this 100K standard eval. I've been taking 1 micro trades to imitate paper trading. So this is what I've been doing, and literally yesterday was my first day back, but I didn't take anything yesterday. But then today was the first, I guess you would say, trade back, like legit trade on the evals where I'm going heavy. But right now I'm on just one 100K account, and yeah, so again, we're back at it. We won I think we won 3 trades in a row, I'm pretty sure, on paper. And I've just been learning so much by just learning on my own, sticking with my own discretion, trusting my own discretion, and, just applying that simple fact that, I'm not going to improve my trading if I'm trying to copy someone else and just learn exactly how they trade. I need to figure out my own way, my own edge. So I've been doing that, and now I'm finally returning back to live accounts. Hopefully we'll get this 100K standard account that I have right now funded, pretty much like another just trade and a half, which hopefully we can get by the end of this week. But yeah, bro, I've just been grinding, so that's why I've really been posting too many recaps. But now we're back at it. Hopefully, Lord willing, I've been on a good winning streak, and I'm really just starting to find my true edge in the markets instead of last time where it was just mechanically trading. That was a bit of a but I just kind of had to do some explaining, right? So, again, applying my own discretion. What do I understand so far through this entire market open? All it has been is a super simple, clean downtrend. It's really not that complicated. So we've been pushing lower, retrace, huge dumps, small retrace, huge dumps, small retrace, right? And yes, okay, we inverse this gap right here. We have this gap, we inverse this gap. Me, a month ago, I'd have never taken this because, it's not following my rules. But I had so much conviction in us heading lower, right? We were about to inverse, we were like 5 minutes away from inversing the hourly BISI, and I was like, dude, this is so bearish, right? we got a safe retrace, right, to where I could have a safe stop loss, right? If we retraced maybe into like up here, right? Let's just say this candle wasn't here. Let's just say we retraced like this, and then we had like a bearish candle right here. That would kind of be sketch because we could still easily retrace higher because this is a little bit of chop right here, right? But we actually got a safe retrace. We got a huge, nice, simple retrace. And what has happened the entire session? We've been getting retraces. We've been getting huge dumps lower, and we haven't met any targets yet. So this is like the first targets. This is an A+ draw on liquidity. So what do we get? A nice retrace, safe stop loss, and then a nice DD candle down, pretty much invalidating this entire range. So I entered about halfway through this candle right here for like a 1.11-ish RR, and wrote it out lower, right? Very, very simple. And then this is the trade that I ended up taking today, right? So on the hourly time frame, I'm not gonna lie, I was leaning more bullish this morning, right? We had this hourly gap right here off of open that wanted to see us respect and continue higher to these hourly equal highs, right? Look at how bullish this candle printed. So I want to see off market open have like a really nice bullish candle, me smack some longs to these equal highs. Super clean setup. But I was down for shorts as well, right? And I told the Discord that if we see some momentum through this first hourly gap and we show that we're not trying to head higher, right, I'm going to look for shorts, right, down to these lows, okay? So let's look at it real quick, okay? Let's mark out all four of the clean draws and liquidity lower, right? What ended up happening off of market open, right? Off of market open, right here, 930. We had no valid retrace. We had no good valid retraces. And, you know, I was hesitating on trades like this, taking something like this, because I was like, we were just so bullish right here. But taking stuff like this is really sketch, right? For eval, okay, it's fine, right? It would have been break even, obviously, right here. But it's fine for eval trades, stuff like this, more aggressive. And I'll get to the point where I'm kind of way more aggressive again with my evals. But for right now, I'm just taking eval, you know, kind of like just more with a more professional approach until I kind of just prove myself again that I got this down my discretion. I trade completely different now. So I need to kind of prove that to myself. So I'm just sticking with just normal trades, not super risky trades like that. But I was really considering, like, I was, you know, I even look at it right now as like a decent setup, like somewhat decent setup. This is just a simple 1-to-1. But like, again, the entire session we've been dumping lower. We've been failing to retrace into gaps. And right here we actually finally get a somewhat decent retrace with a decently safe stop loss. Not the absolute best. But we get a nice bearish close right here. We're just trending lower, and we have these super A+ draws, the first ones, right? So, and obviously flush lower. So this is like a somewhat decent trade. I had a bit of conviction in it, but I also hesitated, so I did not take that trade. But what happened, right? Once we hit the two draws, we literally ended up chopping. Okay, price started to wick like crazy. You see how we're moving cleanly down like this? Versus once we hit the draw, boom, wiki, everywhere, right? So I'm off the charts at this time, right? We see this inversion, right? Not off the charts. I'm not thinking about taking a trade, okay? Because the volatility is dead the moment that we hit one draw. Okay, so I'm like, okay, I don't want to take any trades unless if we're willing to displace past that draw, telling us and signifying that we're willing to go to the next draw, right? It's not that complicated. Right, so a lot of people probably took a trade like this, right? Okay, we got a retrace and we got, you know, some decent confirmation. Not the best, but you know what I'm saying. But I don't like taking trades like this because we just hit the draw, we reversed, and volatility is obviously slowing down ever since we've hit that draw. And if we hit this draw, we don't need to head down to this next draw. We don't need to. We could chop for the rest of the day. So I got off around this area, hopped off the charts, and then checked on my phone around this time at the gym, which is about like 30 minutes later. So, analyzing this breakout, okay? We're breaking out. We're, you know, bringing really good volatility in the market. It's like 40-point candles, 30 to 40-point candles, right? What are we doing? We're getting very weak retraces in the gaps, big dumps. Weak retraces, big dumps. So, right here, we finally get a strong retrace for me to be able to have a safe stop loss, okay? We get this 1 minute gap. We respect the gaps. I don't really care if we respected it or not. Kind of like the other day where we didn't respect it. I was super, super, super bearish. This is the last draw on liquidity of the day. So I was very, very convicted that we were going to head lower. All I needed was just some good confirmation and a safe stop loss to the draw. We are 50 points away from the draw, which is, like, again, with how bullish or how volatile these candles are, that's like literally like 1 to 2 candles. And as you can see, it literally won in 1 to 2 candles, right? The issue was that we had a 5 minute gap right here. So, and with how this 5 minute gap printed right here, look, most of the time, I don't want to really take a trade. If we have a 5 minute candle close like this and we have a gap that's this close, like literally what, 20 points away, that we can easily retrace into, I'm typically going to wait until that happens. But again, applying my own discretion. What has happened literally this entire session? We've had failure retraces into gaps, or we've had very, very tiny retraces into gaps, and then huge dumps. Okay, literally the entire session, including right here, including this breakout as well. So, same mindset. I'm like, okay, this isn't really a weak retrace at all. This is a nice, strong retrace where I can have a safe stop loss. But it's overall like a good trade because I realized that most likely we're not going to retrace up into this 5 minute gap because we retraced into these 1 minute gaps. We respected it. We got this really nice, good bearish close right here. And then I entered about, again, like halfway through this, a little simple 1-to-1. And it's as simple as that, right? Just again, like with how quick the retraces have been this entire session, with how quick we've been flushing lower with very small retraces higher and very, very bearish momentum. Again, just applying my own discretion, what genuinely makes sense. I took it, and it was a beautiful trade. So that's pretty much it, boys. Like, it's very simple. These were the executions. So if y'all enjoyed today's recap, and if y'all want to see more of these types of things where I'm just like really, really breaking it down, explaining my discretion, explaining what's going through my mind while taking these types of trades, let me know in the description. But yeah, guys, there is an announcement as well. We have a 25% off all Alpha Futures accounts using code BG at checkout. If y'all want to support your boy, as well as get some really, really good, quality accounts with a quality firm that actually pays out with quality rules. And on top of that, that's for the next 48 hours, 25% off. If y'all want to enter the giveaway for 2 free 50K Zero Plan Alpha accounts, if you want the chance to win two different winners, if y'all want the chance to win one, just buy any Alpha Futures account and use my code BG at checkout, screenshot the proof, send it over to my Instagram, at Bryson C. Gibbons. Again, all the links for everything is down in the description, and I'll enter you into the giveaway to win a 50K Zero Plan Alpha account. And the winners will be announced by the end of the week. But yeah, just let me know if you do end up using my code at checkout, and I will enter you into the giveaway. Good luck, boys. I appreciate y'all. If y'all also want to join the Discord as well, completely free. A killer community, amazing community. Join below, and I'll see y'all later. Peace out.